Hello folks, Jack here from Peach Guitars. Welcome to our YouTube channel. In this video I just wanted to kind of summarise some of the stuff that you might have been seeing from our social media output over the past few days. It's no secret now that Gibson guitars are back in top and truest form that we've seen them in for a long time, and we're all really pleased about that here at Peach Guitars. You may have seen earlier on the channel we posted a video from yesterday where we unboxed our first shipment of these new series of guitars which Gibson are calling the Original Collection. And in that video we did go over a few of the details that make up the kind of finer points of this new collection, but basically in essence they've gone back to form of the kind of 50s and 60s instruments that a lot of us guitar players were really wishing they would make for the longest time. They've finally done it and implemented it into their standard USA line. So you can get a lot of great quality guitars now from Gibson below the custom shop price point that aren't going to disappoint in any way, shape or form. Okay, so in this little summary video, what I wanted to do was run you through kind of an example of each of the models in the Original Collection range now. We're going to start with probably what's going to be the most popular guitar in this collection, which is the kind of 50s standard Les Paul. And the great news, as we mentioned in our unboxing video from earlier on, the gold top model is exactly the same as all the other standards in the range, so there's no compromise if you want a gold top version instead of a burst finish. Okay, so we've got an example of both the 50s and 60s Les Paul standard models that are now in the range. Both on my right there is the 50s, on my left is the 60s. So the 60s gives you a couple of different options, and for anyone that's confused as to what the different iterations kind of actually give you, basically you get a slightly slimmer neck profile on the 60s model, as well as Grover tuners as opposed to the Klusons, and you also get the reflector style 60s Les Paul knobs as well. Now tonally there is a bit of a difference. There's also a difference in the pickup configuration. As opposed to the Burstbucker 1 and 2 on the 50s Les Paul, you get a Burstbucker 61 set with rhythm and treble models of the pickups. And there's a slight difference in the tone and the output as well. I think it's a little bit of a hotter kind of sounding pickup. Okay, so one pretty important addition to the line for Gibson this year, I would say, is this, which is the Les Paul Standard 50s version with the P90 pickups. Now this is a model in its own right, but it does carry along a lot of the same specs as the Les Paul Standard 50s version behind me there, except you've got P90 pickups. And I think for a lot of people, this is a guitar that's going to tick a lot of boxes. It looks every bit the kind of quality that you get out of the custom shop, but it's really exciting that this kind of tradition of guitar has not gone unnoticed, and Gibson have decided to implement it into their standard range once again. Now we did previously see guitars similar to this with the Classic series from last year, but as I mentioned, this is just kind of a whole nother level above, and I hope you're going to agree from the sound clips you're about to hear now. Okay, so Juniors. I'm really pleased to say that Juniors are a big part of the Gibson Original Collection for this year as well. It's really exciting to see them back in the range. And over my shoulders there, we've got an SG Junior and a Les Paul Junior. And for any of you that are unfamiliar with the kind of raw, visceral beauty and joy of a Gibson Junior guitar, they're single pickups, single P90 pickups in the bridge with just a volume and tone. And that's all you really need to get some great classic rock tones. Okay, so also featuring quite heavily in this collection are the Special line of guitars as well. So I'm holding the SG Special, both this, which is the burgundy metallic finish, and the Pelham Blue over there were originally introduced earlier in the year as kind of limited run guitars, but they proved to be so popular that Gibson have now implemented them into the standard line, which is really great news. And you've also got a Les Paul Special, which again is kind of something we haven't seen for a long time. These guitars, similar to the Juniors, are just really kind of stripped back, basic rock and roll machines. But you've got the addition of the neck P90 pickup as well to give you even more variety of tones. Okay guys, so I hope that we've proved the point here in these little video segments that Gibson guitars are back on top form. I've really enjoyed playing every single one of these, and I hope that you've enjoyed listening to them. This was only the first shipment as well, so there's going to be other models continuing to come in, but you can find all the info out that you want at peachguitars.com. Click the link to the website in the description box below, and on the website you'll be able to find full high-resolution images and current pricing information for every one of these models, as well as the full list of colour variations and stuff like that. So once again, I hope you've enjoyed this. It's really good news that Gibson are back. I hope you guys agree. And if you want to find out any more info, as I mentioned, you can find it all out at peachguitars.com. So thanks for watching. If you've enjoyed this video, please give us a like below. You can comment below, let us know your thoughts. Please hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. And please stay tuned because there's going to be plenty more content coming up soon. So thanks for watching. We'll see you in the next one. Cheers.